Hi there YouTube, how are you? As a result of a PM conversation I've been having with Sable Chicken, I am making a couple of videos right now which are eating up all my free time regarding the DMCA's false flagging. These will be part of a report that I'm going to send on to YouTube. I'm hoping I can get some support from you guys for it. Wait and see the videos before you give me a yes or a no. Before I get that started though, I want to address an issue that's been popping up in everyone's comments section, and that's from Geerup. Geerup wants you to prove that he is a hypocrite and that his support for Venom Fang X was unjustified and wrong, and he says you can't do it. Well, I'm about to. I have compiled here now about a 9-minute montage of Geerup firing off his abuse at people who got Sean help, such as DPR Jones, Thunderfoot, and Jordan042, and also his contradictions of Sean's abuse of the DMCA, which Sean already debunked 9 months beforehand with his little video called Venom Fang X Apologizes to the Internets. Now, Sean had no excuse the second time for filing fraudulent DMCAs. He had been caught 9 months beforehand. He should have learned his lesson. Now, clearly he didn't, and clearly this time some action had to be taken to stop him from doing it again. However, I'll let you get on with a little montage. Sit back, enjoy, peace out.
Ironically, I have been false flagged by another Sean Corrin, spelled with a U.
I am here to express my regret for the misuse of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act.
He didn't understand, and I don't think 99% of you out there don't understand what's really going on with this whole DMCA.
When I served the notices, I did not have a clear understanding of what I was doing or the potential consequences of my actions. I now understand that the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, or DMCA for short, is a U.S. copyright law. A DMCA takedown notice is filed under penalty of perjury, and filing a malicious or knowingly false claim of infringement is a criminal act in the United States. If you serve a malicious or false DMCA notice on someone, then that person has the right to pursue civil action, which enables them to recover damages and legal fees. These are potential legal consequences of misrepresentations in a DMCA takedown notice. Filing a DMCA is a legal right, but it is inadvisable, as this apology demonstrates, to file one without first knowing what you're doing.
And I like the way you always put false in front of it. What's a real DMCA? What is that supposed to look like?
On the 17th of September, I rationalized that my filing of DMCA notices against Thunderfoot's videos by suggesting that I perceived the purpose of these videos as being solely to humiliate or defame my character. I now understand that this is not an issue of copyright. I now realize that I should have sought legal advice before acting.
I mean, I pointed out in my previous video that you guys are building a church. And it's like you have to purify your church. You want to purify the world and get rid of the God believers. Get rid of the mind virus, which is believing in a deity. And that's your campaign. And you're going to do it one person at a time. You're going to try to rid the world with your character assassination one at a time.
You know, I announced that I was no longer a Satanist a month ago.
Again, did you fully disclose this to Sean's father? Did you tell him you were a practicing Satanist? You're going to try to rid the world with your character assassination one at a time. I suspect DPR Jones and Thunderfoot told you to pull back away from this Satanism that you have been engaged in. It doesn't look good for the atheist cause to be buddying up with someone of your caliber. With your character assassination, Jordan is what I would consider a cyber bully. With your character assassination, did you fully disclose your activities as a Satanist and your intention to take him down from YouTube? With your character assassination,
Discussed his son's behavior and
did you discuss your unhealthy obsession with Sean and your hatred of him?
tried to find some constructive ways to go about getting his son some help. And
have you and your fellow conspirators placed some kind of demands on the help he's going to get? I'm curious. Please answer this one. With your character assassination.
On the 17th of September, I speculated that Thunderfoot had maliciously disseminated my personal information. I accept that my speculation was an abominable attempt to vilify the character of the man who I had filed baseless DMCA infringement claims against.
We don't want people knocking on our doors at 3:30 in the morning. We don't want people calling our homes or sending us threatening letters or, you understand.
DPR Jones asking underage 17-year-old girl to reveal breasts on camera. Report paedophilia.
You're a master at intimidation. You're a master at playing the Pied Piper for these atheist trolls that follow you.
This one user in particular named DPR Jones. Someone just sent me a video clip of him asking an underage girl to strip naked on webcam on his blog TV. Pedophilia is a serious crime.
The actual person that was involved is in her 20s.
You gotta make sure that this man in particular does not victimize any other young girls. So on the side of this video under more info there's a link to a video clip. Send that link to a child protection agency. All the information is in the video. So just tell them that a user named DPR Jones is engaging in this type of activity and you want them to do something about it, and they will.
A number of people emailed this address and received a response, and thereby obtained the IP address from the location from which the responses were being sent.
Now, in order to fight this, you have to supply your real name to the very criminal who's trying to take you out.
The email responses were coming from Venom's school.
All because one individual and his message. His message is just so powerful. His message is just so threatening that we need to make an example of him.
I accept that I deliberately and repeatedly lied to cover up my wrongdoings, both in emails to Thunderfoot and in my videos. I apologize for lying to Thunderfoot and to all of those whom I have deceived.
I'm a Christian, he's a Christian. That's wrong.
On the 13th and 17th of September, I posted a video in which I suggested that I would go to heaven while Thunderfoot would go to hell. I now understand that my theological views have nothing to do with the legality of my actions concerning the DMCA.
But the loophole that a group of individuals is exploiting.
I am here to express my regret for the misuse of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act.
We're content providers. Venom Fang X was a content provider. Why would you want him gone?
On the 15th of September, I posted a video in which I alleged that Thunderfoot had committed blackmail. I made this allegation without having taken legal advice. I now accept that I was wrong to have made this allegation, and it was and is totally without legal merit. Again, for this I apologize to Thunderfoot.
Freedom of speech. This is really about freedom of speech. This whole issue is about freedom of speech and common decency.
I now understand that my misuse of the DMCA was essentially stepping on free speech rights of others, and that this was both antisocial and unlawful, and I was wrong for doing so.
With your character assassination.
For months and months, he has been conspiratorially going behind the back of Sean and contacting his own father to further drive a wedge between him and his parents.
And your blanketed assassinations of all Christian nutters. There are good people in this world that happen to be atheists. I wonder if someone like DPR Jones will do what he can to fight for someone like me who's under attack. You're a master at intimidation. You're a master at playing the Pied Piper for these atheist trolls that follow you. I wonder if Thunderfoot will do what he can to fight for someone like me. I suspect DPR Jones and Thunderfoot told you to pull back away from this Satanism that you have been engaged in. It doesn't look good for the atheist cause to be buddying up with someone of your caliber.
On the 15th of September, I posted a video in which I alleged that Thunderfoot had committed blackmail. I made this allegation without having taken legal advice.
I mean, Venom Fang X was bringing his version, his spin, his ideas to the table. And you guys bring your spin, your version to the table. Can't we get along at least on this one fact that we need to preserve freedom of speech?
My misuse of the DMCA was essentially stepping on free speech rights of others, and that this was both antisocial and unlawful.
I commend you for battling as you have. Where's the free thinking? Where's freedom of speech? Where has it gone? We lost something. And you guys are going to pathetically celebrate like a bunch of trollish monkeys, flying around, clapping hands, high-fiving each other because Venom Fang X is gone? Is that really a victory? Really?
Hell yeah! What? What? Hell yeah!
It's actually pretty sad. It's a sad day for freedom of speech. So, my question is, will you fight to the death for my freedoms of speech? Will you fight to the death to help me preserve my right just for freedom of speech?